Let's talk about the played out phrase, heavy duty. This is a term that you see far too often across the industry. We've even been guilty of using the term heavy duty to describe our trailers. But heavy duty usually ends up with the same result. Like all manufacturers, they don't want you to know this, but they use pretty much the same suspension, the same axles, the same lifting mechanism on dump trailers. And again, same result. You got your sides all flared out, you got axles blown out with tires leaning in, suspension broke, all ends up at the same place, costing you money. We're gonna look at this LPT and show you the features and benefits that keep you out of the maintenance shop and making money. In lieu of heavy duty, we're gonna talk investment grade. We're gonna walk through this LPT and look at all the standard features that really make a difference in terms of, you're gonna pay a little more up front, but they are actually going to save you money down the road. We're gonna look at the standards, and we're also gonna look at any options this one has that actually take it up another level, depending on the job that you need to do. So up front, this tongue assembly, the way that this is done with the big lid on the top and the storage, this is standard on all LPT bumper pulls. Doesn't matter the length, it doesn't matter the side height or anything like that. This is the standard tongue. It comes with this HD V-tongue lid is what we call it. It's got deck space on top where you can have chains, binders, a job box, whatever you want to haul there. If you're out of room on the tow vehicle, you can actually use this to haul things to the job site. You can tie down using this rail around the top, makes it super convenient. Then when you go inside, this is where your pump and battery and your controls, so your wireless control, battery charger, all of that is housed inside this box, but it also gives you additional storage capability in here for things that you want to take to the job site, but you need them to be locked out of the way or maybe not in the direct sunlight, things like that. So lots of room inside of there. Again, this houses your power unit and all. We'll go next to talking about the power unit. This is one of those standards, again, that's very different that you need to pay attention to. So we have what we call a high flow pump. We worked with KTI Hydraulics to develop this pump a few years ago. It, in conjunction with this 5-stage telescopic cylinder, the same cycle speed as a scissor lift dump. So what does that mean to you? Well, that means that with the telescopic being the ultimate in lifting leverage, lifting power, but also having the cycle speed the same as a scissor lift, you have a more efficient dump. Why? And again, I want to point that out. I was going to say, why is it important? Because you've got telescopic systems that don't look from the untrained eye any different in terms of the pump and stuff, but they're much slower. So you want to make sure that you're asking the dealer, hey, which one does this have, when you are looking at the differences, because the Diamond C is going to be much more efficient, much quicker. So this one is actually plumbed with the hydraulic jack as well. We've got the solar panel up front. You'll notice a lot of the little differences, like the blue coiled safety cables, and this cold weather harness that has a magnet online where you can easily stow it out of the way. Things like that. Again, do they make a performance difference, a huge performance difference? No, but all of these little things add up in terms of what's standard. You'll notice the tongue has these interesting kind of bends coming down. That is because this is an engineered beam tongue assembly, which shaves weight. It actually gives us control over the materials used to create the tongue and allows it to be deeper for the storage area inside. And all GVWR options on the LPT from 15,500 up to 24,000 all get this same style of tongue engineered beam, which is a signature of Diamond C. So moving back, we're going to talk about the Pace Setter Edition, which is an option on this one. This is what I was going to talk about in terms of, an option that really ups the game. It's not those standards, but it's the stuff that you can pay a little more for that actually makes the work even easier. So on the Pace Setter Edition, it is what includes that hydraulic jack, the solar panel, the board brackets on the side with the 2x6 board on top. It also comes with a heavy duty 3/16 fender. I used heavy duty. Look at that. But it comes with a heavy duty 3/16 fender and the stabilizer drop legs in the back. The thing that I'll point to that actually is probably the most convenient with that Pace Setter Edition is it comes with this Sureco SureLink wireless system, which is really cool because you can actually run all electric functions from this wireless remote. You've got the telescopic, then you got the jack, And then also, this one is equipped with the wireless tarp that you can actually run from the remote as well. So what's super cool about this, you can be out and around your dump trailer and not have to be tethered to a cord or pressing a button on the tarp. You've got this and you've got a couple 100 feet of range, which is really cool. So it makes operating all functions of the dump super easy and efficient, and that's part of that Pacesetter Edition. Now you can get the wireless outside of that Pacesetter Edition, but it is included with it. What's cool about the Pacesetter, think like Lariat or Z71 or any kind of option package on a vehicle where it groups several options together. That's what the Pacesetter Edition is. That was based off of you guys' feedback saying, hey, these are the options that mean the most to me. So we grouped them together and gave you a little bit better value rather than if you were to take and select all those options separately. So moving on, this LPT is a 208. So it's got two 8,000 pound axles. It's rated at 18,000 GVWR. This one is 16 feet long and it's got 44-inch sides, which standard is 24-inch sides. This one has 44, which is an option. It also has the 7-gauge Super Duty body package, but I want to get back to those standards that really make a difference. On the 208 and up, so anything over that 15,500. 15,500 is going to have a structural beam frame, which is pretty common in the industry, and it works for that class of trailer. When we go up in weight capacity, so this 18,000, we go to our signature engineered beam frame from the tongue all the way through the back of the trailer on that outer frame. It allows us to put the metal really where it counts the most and also be stronger yet lighter. Again, we have control over the height of the beam, the thickness of the material on the flanges and on this web piece, which is the tall piece. Full control over that, and we engineer it and design it to fit this length and to fit this weight profile. So it's super cool, and it is going to outlast a structural mill beam version of it in this application. Moving on back to the wheels and tires. Here's where wheels, tires, suspension, here's another area where standards make a huge difference. So a lot of manufacturers, this is something that it's hard to show you, but when they talk about 8K axles, they run what's called a hybrid. And essentially it's the same exact brake as a 7K axle, but it technically rates high enough to be labeled as an 8K. And so you buy it thinking, man, I'm getting 8K axles. Well, you're not getting the same full 8K axle as what was originally designed, which this is a 3 3/8 brake versus a 2-inch brake on a 7K axle, which is the width of the brake shoe. So we run what we call the big brake 8K, which is the standard. It's what 8Ks originally were meant to be. And when you're talking about this type of trailer, and so I would say like the heavy duty guys run that hybrid, whereas when you're talking investment grade, we run the big brake 8K. You're paying a little more for it, but it's going to treat you better down the road. It's going to be safer, it's going to stop better, and your brakes are going to last longer. They're just going to wear longer than having to turn around and have a worn out set of brakes in 6 months or 3 months because you bought the hybrid. So pay attention to that when you're looking for a trailer. And make sure, even if you don't buy a Diamond C, make sure that you're asking about those 8K axles and which brakes they're running on them. Next, when we're talking about axles, these are ABS equipped. So anything from Diamond C with 8K axles and up are standard with ABS. And why does that matter? That matters because it actually uses those brakes even more efficiently and is ridiculously safer. We've got a few videos out there, go watch them. It actually gives you an odometer as well. First time ever in open steel trailers for an odometer to be standard. Lots of really cool features with that ABS. But the most important of all, it's incredibly safer. And when your family is on the line or someone else's, you want to make sure that you're running ABS. The next thing is the 215/17.5s. Other guys running 8Ks probably have a 16-inch wheel and a 14-ply tire. They do that to keep the cost down, and that's fine. But when you're talking about investment grade, truly commercial equipment, you want to run a 17.5 wheel with this 215/17.5 tire, which is an 18-ply. Way more puncture resistance. The tread's going to last a lot longer. It's just again, an investment grade type option. Looking at the suspension, We run the SRHD, that slipper roller heavy duty suspension from Lippert. And it again is I sound like a broken record, but it is a prime example of investment grade versus heavy duty. This slipper roller suspension has roller technology built into it so that your spring glides against that roller as the suspension articulates, and also has rubber dampening bushings built into the equalizer bushing and into the rear of the equalizer and in the front hanger. What does that do? That makes your suspension last longer, and it makes it ride a lot better. So that's going to last longer. Think about this, a math equation for just a second. On a 7 or 8K suspension, if you were to have to replace the entire suspension, which happens, every day of the week at dealerships or at service centers, it's anywhere from, call it $700 to $1,200. So we're going to land in the middle, call it $1,000. If you replace the suspension 3 times in the life of that trailer, that's $3,000 that you need to add to the cost of that cheaper trailer up front. So if a Diamond C is $3,000 more to start with, now we've actually just evened the playing field, because that cheaper one's going to cost you $3,000 over the life of the trailer. And so you take that and start adding in some of these other things that we've talked about that are going to last longer, that you're not going to have to be replacing brakes and things like that. Now the Diamond C is not so expensive, is it? It actually closes that gap. So we'll talk about now a couple of options this one has. It has the fork holder step combo, which is cool. So if you're hauling a skid steer, you got the bucket inside, but you won't need to take your forks with you. You easily slide them in there. You can strap them to the mast to the fork holder there. And then it also doubles as a easy step to be able to check over on your cargo. This one has the 7-gauge Super Duty body package, which is really cool. Other manufacturers will have a 7-gauge floor standard, or maybe have a 7-gauge floor option. We have a Super Duty body package, which is the sides and the floor, which is the ultimate. If you are doing demolition work, hauling concrete, and really hard on the body of a dump trailer, which we feel like, about probably 85–90% of dump trailer users don't necessarily need the 7-gauge body. But the ones out there doing, roofing work again, or contracting concrete work, they can really benefit from it, because the last thing you want is when you spend money on premium money on a good dump trailer, that your body ends up blown out or beat out because you didn't invest in the right trailer. So make sure to ask those questions. On this, you've got, it looks like a cool sticker, but you've got a 12-gauge line, a 10-gauge line, and a 7. And so you can see that the 7-gauge is actually quite a bit thicker, substantially thicker material than especially 12-gauge, but the industry standard 10-gauge. And so it's one of those options that, again, if you're super hard on the body, you want to really take into consideration. This one I mentioned earlier has 44-inch sides. Standard is 24, got 32-inch option, and then 44. This is great for being 7-gauge and 44. It can go both ways, be super versatile in terms of have lots of cubic capacity inside for debris and things. But if you do need to haul some heavy kind of concentrated weight material like concrete or gravel and things, you can do that as well. Let's see, what did I miss? From here, what we're going to talk about is we got 2 more things, so bear with me. We've got the 623 warranty, which is massive. It's not something you see here, but it's something that I can promise you, and you've got that assurance from us that we're going to take care of you long after you sign on the bottom line. It's a 6-year structural warranty, 2-year comprehensive on all of your components. So the shortest warranty on any component that we put on this that we don't directly manufacture is 2 years, which is not common. That's very abnormal. And so that's what you get at Diamond C, and a 3-year on the DM coating system. That's the next thing I'm going to talk about. DM coating system is huge. You've got a lot of other powder coats out there, and they may do this part, they may do that part in terms of the prep, or they may use a higher end coating, but they didn't prep it as well. You leave any one of those out, and you've got a coating that's designed to fail. And so that's why we can warrant the DM coating system like we do, because we go through a very rigorous process when it comes to prepping, the type of primer we use, which you need to ask that question. Is this powder coated trailer, does it have a primer? Lots of them don't. Don't ask me, it's kind of crazy, but they don't. Ours is a zinc enriched primer, so you're gonna have a very durable coating right out of the gate. It's gonna look great, but it's gonna last a long time. Jump on Diamond C there, you can learn a lot more about the LPT. There's tons of options. probably thousands of options between the different lengths and colors and weight capacities where you can build an LPT to fit the job you need to do. But keep that in mind when you're talking and you're seeing all these, or you're searching and seeing all these trailers that are heavy duty. What is really commercial grade? What is really investment grade? Because you, like any other tool you're going to buy for the job, you need it to last. Bonus content that speaks to the heart of investment grade. The last thing you want is for your heavy duty trailer for the floor to be blown out or the sides to be rusted out. And so what we want to show you on this LPT is a tried and true design that really lends itself again to that investment grade. So the number one thing, we keep the seams out of the corners. You know, a lot of guys, they may have that 7-gauge floor, and it goes corner to corner and they're boasting about it and they've got a full length weld. But the downside is that's actually more opportunity for moisture to penetrate inside that weld and start really rusting. And if they don't keep it very well cleaned out, it's a habitat for rust, and your trailer prematurely, again, rust out and is no good. So we've always kept our seams out of the corners. So this is actually one sheet right here, all the way to here. This is all one piece, keeping that weld seam out of the corner. The other thing is, when we do have, like, there's not possible for us to build a dump body all out of one piece of material. And so what we do is we actually have overlap seams versus a lot of our competitors. Most of them have a butt weld where the two sheets come together and then they even weld it the full length. And I've seen brand new dump trailers on dealers' yards where you can see daylight through that weld. And what ends up happening over time when you're throwing debris in it, concrete, rock, whatever, it actually ends up tearing the material away from the weld. Now I've got holes in my floor. So every time we have a seam, there's about 3 inches wide right here where we actually have two sheets overlapped on top of each other. Then it's stitch welded on top and alternatively stitch welded on the bottom, and makes for a much stronger joint. You will never break that apart. And so on our 24-inch side, I can't even speak, but 24-inch side, right now we have one overlap in the center, and then on our 32 and 44-inch side dumps, we have two overlaps. So you've got this wildly stronger frame dump body, the way that it's constructed. And then also the 4-inch wide top rail is huge. And it's kind of hard to see because of this door frame, but this back upright, being 4 inches wide, sits on top of this rear bumper, tying this all in. When we talked about earlier in the intro, you got sides that are all flared out and things like that. This construction type, the way that the uprights are so wide and sitting on top of the bumper, keeps the rear end of this trailer structurally sound no matter the abuse that it goes through. You'd have to really get crazy in terms of overloading this trailer and being, I mean, just incredibly rough. Never seen it really happen, but to get these sides to ever move.